Oh, we're getting all of it because I know you were 0 for 3 and I was 3 and 0 on these takes because some things you just see coming. Now, I was dead wrong on Alabama, Florida State. I thought that Alabama, year 2, Kalen DeBoer, Ty Simpson, you bring in Ryan Grubb, the offense seems good. You've got one less year of the Nick Saban shadow. They were 13.5-point favorites. I thought maybe Florida State would keep it close. Not only did I think Florida State wouldn't win, there was zero chance I had them blowing out Alabama. And I thought E.J. Manuel said something interesting last night on College Football Final. He said, you could give Florida State all the credit you want, and they should because they deserve it. But the one thing that stood out to him more than any, Paul, he said Alabama lacked physicality, they lacked speed, and they just no longer looked like Alabama.
No, and I've spent a lot of time in Alabama over the summer and being around Kalen DeBoer a couple of times. You couldn't help but buy into what he was saying, and he made such a big deal, Matt, out of retaining his roster. Isn't that great? And then you get people that go to practices, including one of our colleagues who I respect immensely and who played the quarterback position, and he came back and said, "This team is outstanding. The only question mark is special teams. Other than that, they're elite national championship caliber." So what are you supposed to believe? You tend to believe the experts that are well versed, and everybody was wrong. It was hard for me to believe Florida State could be good. They were. It was hard for me to believe Alabama could be that bad, but really the issue is now beyond whether and how bad Alabama was. The issue is what happens, because that fan base had bought in, and now they're in a selling mood. And what happens to Kalen DeBoer? He's got a $70 million buyout. He doesn't really. He's got Wisconsin in a couple of weeks, and then at the end of September he goes to Georgia, and then it gets real. The schedule didn't look all that daunting before the season. Now it looks incredibly daunting.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think when again these big games really set the tone for the season, be it good or bad. It's really, really good for Florida State this morning. It's really, really bad for Alabama and Kalen DeBoer. But as we've said before, we tend to overreact a little bit after week 1, and that's all well and good. But most programs aren't Alabama, number one. Number two, most programs don't have the greatest coach in college football history sitting on the college game day set, analyzing and watching all of this, while the dynasty that he built looks to be in jeopardy right now. And it's unbelievable to me how quickly things can change. Because, Paul, it's one thing if you go to Tallahassee and you lose. It's another to go to Tallahassee and have what happened happen.
Yeah, and blame us, blame anyone you want, blame Greg McElroy. But how about Nick Saban on College Game Day talking about? I went down there a couple of times at practices, and I saw the difference in culture. Now, now I realize Nick Saban's in a prickly position here, but I wondered as I heard him say that, how do you change a culture after one season? I've never seen that before. Usually the culture is developed in the first day that a coach takes over. And a lot of coaches will sacrifice the first season to make sure the culture is correct. That didn't happen. Another thing I'm hearing from Alabama fans for the first time, it's the NIL part of it. These are a bunch of rich, spoiled players who aren't earning their money, and that's something we haven't really dealt with a lot, even though we've been in NIL. And my forecasting skills right now are equal to Jim Cramer on Wall Street. We'd all go broke if we listen to the comments. But the point is that what I can read are the tea leaves of Kalen DeBoer's future, and they're rather murky at the moment. And when you start to think about Georgia at the end of September, road trips to Missouri and South Carolina, home games against LSU and Tennessee, and a road game and Oklahoma, and a road game at the end of the year at Auburn. Who would have thought in the state of Alabama, before we even get to September 1st, that Hugh Freeze is off the hot seat and Kalen DeBoer is on the hot seat?
Yeah, not me. And look, I thought I had some expectations for Hugh coming into this season because I'm a big fan of Jackson Arnold. and we saw it the other night against Baylor. But it's, we were talking about it in studio. Like Kalin DeBoer is about to find out real quick, because that performance yesterday, I believe Alabama's got the talent to get it right, but that's not certainly how they wanted to get the season started.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right past